Hey, Kody Horn here with your Home Pros Realty. Here to talk to you today about how you can make money in real estate with $0 out of your own pocket. So you're probably wondering, how in the world am I going to make money in real estate with $0 out of my own pocket? Well, actually, there's a lot of ways that you can do this. The way we're going to talk about today is called an assignment of contract. Now, the way this works is you're going to need to go out and find a motivated seller that has a good bit of equity in their property. What you're going to do is actually write a purchase agreement, even though you don't intend to buy the property. You're going to write a purchase agreement making an offer to that seller. What's going to be important though is when you make this offer, you need to include the words and or assigns. Now, the reason this is important is because this little clause is giving you the right to take that contract and assign it to a new buyer. So at this point, before the contract will get to the point of actually going to a closing table, you're going to need to go out and find another cash investor that is willing to purchase that property at a price that's a little bit higher than the contract price that you set with the seller. Essentially, that's going to be your profit that you'll be able to walk away with. So, for example, let's say that you get the contract, you get the house under contract with the seller for $75,000. Now, that house, if after rehab, would be worth $150,000 after about $20,000 in rehab. So you have it under contract for $75,000. You go to Joe Smith Investor and say, I'm willing to sell you this property or assign this property to you for $90,000. Well, the investor looks at the big picture of everything and says, okay, I'm going to buy it for $90,000. I'm going to put $20,000 into it, but I can sell it on the backside for $150,000. They see that as a good rate of return on their investment. So what you're going to do is actually an assignment contract with that cash investor, basically saying that he's going to purchase the property for this amount, and this is what your assignment fee is going to be for that contract. So now, once you have that in place, then when the closing comes around, basically that cash investor is going to be the one that shows up with the money at the closing table to meet with the seller and actually close the transaction. So now for these closings, you don't even need to show up to the closing. You can call the title company and just let them know to go ahead and mail your check. So because there's really no reason for you to be there except to collect your money. So there's actually many more ways that you can invest in real estate with zero down. We just talked about doing an assignment of contract today, but look forward to many more videos in the future. You can also check us out at